Ah, there you are. I was beginning to think that you'd gone lost again. What took you so long? Uh, well, actually, if you look at the time on your phone, you'll notice that it is exactly 3 minutes past when you said you would be here. You're just a bit late. You know, punctuality is important. How many times do I have to tell you that? Yes, I've realized that my telling you so hasn't changed anything. Yet. But I'm holding out hope that someday it will. Maybe someday you'll finally learn to show up on time, or even, dare I say, early. I know it's not likely, but I can still hope, even if that's illogical to me. You can stick your tongue out all that you want at me. The statement still stands. Your punctuality leaves a lot to be desired. Yes, I do know you didn't come here to be lectured. You came here because I asked you to come here. But how do you know that I didn't ask you to come here so that I could lecture you? Because if that were the case, then in a roundabout way, you did come here to be lectured. No. As funny as it would be, I didn't tell you to come all the way here just to scold you. Especially over your terrible punctuality. So there's no need for you to leave so soon. I mean, you're already here, so it would have been a waste of energy to come here and just go back home immediately. Well, I actually did invite you over because I wanted to talk to you, but I promised you that it's nothing about how late you are, and especially late on the movie nights that we have. I mean, is that a joke? Is it getting old? Should I stop using it? Yeah, I do assume it wasn't funny, but my bad. I guess I'm late on the uptake, just like you're late with everything else. No response besides that weak jab to my ribs. Your silence, along with your actions, do speak volumes, you know. Your guilt grows more certain with every passing second. Although you still have no defense besides pushing your elbow into my side. Where's a gavel? I'm the judge and jury. You know, I think I'm also the executioner in your trial, and I've come to your final verdict. I proclaim you are guilty of being late on several occasions, with the most egregious of offenses being today's incident. Ah, so you finally admit to your crimes. Good, as you should. That is the honorable option. Of course, the more honorable option is to not be late. But to answer your question, what makes your fiendish behavior today so much worse than what it would be on any other day is that today I actually wanted to talk to you about something. Yes, I know it would have been easier to call you, but this is something I wanted to talk to you about in person. It's it's important, and I did not want to risk any miscommunication that might have happened over the phone. No, don't worry. There's no reason to look so scared. It's nothing bad, I think. No, I promise you that it is nothing bad. I'm not upset with you in any way. Nothing bad happened. It's nothing like that. Yes, I do promise. Now, please calm down. You look like I've just told you that I'm secretly an axe murderer. And I do hate seeing you so scared. Ah, very funny. But no, I'm not about to tell you that I'm an axe murderer, nor am I about to tell you that you're my next victim. or that this tiny apartment is actually my slaughterhouse. Sorry. However, I might have to tell you that I do have a blanket big and fluffy enough to strangle somebody on my couch, but I plan on keeping that all to myself. So you don't have to suffer to that kind of demise. Does that reassure you at all? Well, if you're still nervous, then I guess I'll just rip the band-aid off as quickly as I can here. Here, let's take a seat over on the couch. I promise the blanket won't attack unless I command it to. Would you mind if I sat just a little bit closer to you? It feels awkward sitting so far away. Thank you. Why did you sit all the way on the other side of the couch? You never sat that far from me before. Well, except for... No, you never sat that far from me. Is something wrong? Oh, yes, I guess I did phrase it pretty ominously. I mean, someone saying that they need to talk to you about something important is rather intimidating. Sorry, I guess I just didn't think that through, but really, I do promise you it is nothing bad. Yes, really. Listen, I'm telling the truth. Do you want me to just spit it out so you can quit worrying? Are you sure you want me to tell you? Really? Are you absolutely sure? Absolutely positively positive? 115% certain. Okay, I'll tell you. Are you ready? I know that you have feelings for me. Wait, why do you look so scared? I mean, that you have feelings for me, specifically in the feelings of the romantic variety. While you do have friendship feelings for me as well, you also have the romantic type. I don't know. What? No, I'm not joking. You have a crush on me, and I know it for a fact. Well, my evidence is because of, everything, I guess. You know, the way you act around me, talk to me, look at me, anything and everything in your behavior when it comes to me really just shows me how you feel about me when we're together. And sometimes even when we are not together. Hey, wait, where are you going? Uh, sorry, I didn't mean to grab your arm so suddenly, but... Wait, are you crying? Hey. No, don't look away from me. I saw that. You're crying. Why are you crying? What is wrong? No, I can't let go yet. You're crying and you're trying to leave. And I don't know why. And I need to know why. What happened? Did I do something wrong? Was it something that I said? Just tell me, and I want to make things right. Please, talk to me. What is going on? What did I say that hurt you? I didn't mean to make you cry like this. But please tell me what I did wrong, and I promise I'll fix it. What? Do you really think... No, of course not. I would never, ever make fun of your feelings. Of you. You are my best friend, and it's fairly normal for people who are close, to develop more romantic feelings towards one another. From what I hear, it's common even. Shit. You're still upset. Okay, well, I have never been good at talking about emotions like this. And damn it, I was hoping this wouldn't be such a mess. Could we just please talk it over for a minute? I think I need to explain. Please, I promise I'll say everything, every word I'm thinking and everything I know so I can figure out what is going on. I want to help you with what's wrong. Thank you. So here, let's sit back down again. This might take me a while. And you're sitting all the way over there again. That is okay. I understand. Just let me start explaining, and we'll see how well I can explain everything. After that, you can do whatever you wish to do. And I promise I won't stop you this time. If you wish to leave, then you can leave. If you want to stay, then you can stay. Does that sound good? Okay. Thank you. So, where should I begin? Yeah. You're right. The beginning is probably the best place to start. Oh, I know you were joking, but for the intents and purposes of this conversation, I think it might actually be the best place for us to start. Alright, so we have known each other for several years now, right? I mean, of course we have. I don't know why I said that like it was even a question. We've known each other for a lot longer than I can actually remember. I don't even remember how we met. To me, it was just so long ago. Though that being said, I don't have any memories of what you were doing. And where you were, I especially don't remember when you weren't a part of my life. Even if you weren't directly involved in whatever memory I'm thinking about, I know that you're still part of my life at that time. And most likely, still my closest friend. As far back as I can possibly try to think, you have always been by my side. And I've been by yours. Like a matching set, the dynamic duo, an inseparable pair. That's who we've always been. That's who we've always liked being. At least, that's who I have always liked being. The person whose name always came next to yours, your best friend, your partner in crime. That's who I always wanted to be, and that's who I am. But the other week you skipped out on our movie night to go spend time with some of your other friends that had come back in town for a while. I mean, of course, I am perfectly fine with that. They are your friends too, and I wanted you to go have fun with them. I would be nothing more than a hypocrite to say that I was mad, since I probably would have done the same thing. There's always next week. And there was. We had our usual movie night next week, and everything was normal. But that night you were out with them again. And I was just hanging out here, rearranging my room, since I had sudden spare time. But while I was reorganizing, I realized something. I don't have... This is going to sound weird, but I don't have as much of your stuff here as I used to. It used to be impossible to look anywhere in my room without seeing something of yours. Jackets draped over my chair, spare chargers plugged into the walls, pencils scattered all over my desk, hats left on my dresser. I mean it quite literally. You used to be everywhere. There was no place in my room where I couldn't find something of yours. Hell, I couldn't even open my books without seeing some sticky note with a drawing you'd put there months ago. But when I was cleaning, I found hardly anything of yours. I found 2 pens and a pair of winter gloves that you had not worn since last year. But that was it, and it confused me because as long as I've known you, we've always left our stuff, especially at each other's places. It really made me start to think about you and I. I started to think about if you liked being part of me, like how I am part of you. If you liked how we are always seen as an extension of one another. People always joked that you couldn't talk about one of us without saying the other's name, and as we got older, that became an accurate statement. We were so close that it seemed like most people only saw us as a unit, inseparable, always together, and it made it hard to meet new people, especially ones that we would want to enter a romantic relationship with. They would always tell us that we were closer to each other than we could ever be with them. And honestly, they were right. We couldn't be as close to them as we were with each other, and once they understood that was the truth, they left us. I mean, it's why we've been single for too long. But once I remembered that, it seemed to click with the fact that you haven't been leaving your stuff here like you used to. I realized that you were trying to separate yourself from me because you wanted to make yourself more available to be in a relationship. I won't lie. Thinking about you trying to put distance between us, it hurt. It did. And to be honest, I even cried for a little while. But I was still so confused. Who could have possibly found that? Sorry. I just couldn't understand who you possibly could have found that would make you want to be so much farther from me. So I started to think about who we knew and how you acted around them to see if I could figure it out. I tried to remember if there was anyone who you seemed to flirt with. I looked through our texts to see if you mentioned someone. Anyone. I even tried asking some of our other friends to see if you mentioned a crush to any of them. They all just gave me this funny look and said that you hadn't said anything, but that I should ask you, whatever that means. But once they said that, it gave me an idea. I started thinking about how you act around me. I mean, I'm the only person who you've changed your attitudes toward. I mean, it's not like you started to hate me, but you were acting differently. You seemed almost shy and nervous around me, which is odd since we've known each other too long to be awkward around each other. Unless, of course, something changed. That's when I realized that you've been doing strange things too. Your twitch whenever we accidentally brushed against each other. I've seen you looking at me when we're hanging out, and you look at me longer than what you used to. You sit farther away from me than what you used to. Like you're scared of getting too close. That's when everything fell into place and it dawned upon me. You have feelings for me. The reason you don't keep as much stuff here as you used to is because you're trying to seem like less of a friend. Well, in this case, just a friend. And more like someone who I would want to date. You reserved yourself from being friend-zoned, and at the same time, you're also hoping that I didn't notice your feelings because you were afraid that I would reject you and that our friendship would never be the same. But I did, and now I know. And so now I can tell you that I share those feelings for you. Yes, I have a crush on you too. Yeah, I've had feelings for you. That's what I said earlier, isn't it? When we first started talking about this. Huh? But I said that I knew you had feelings for me and that it was important. Did I... Did I forget to say that I had feelings? Oh, I just added a whole 10 more minutes of our conversation. No wonder you got so scared. Ah, shit, I am so sorry. I thought I said that somewhere in there. My bad. Well, I think that I absolutely deserved those jabs from earlier. After I scared you so much. Sorry again. Hey, now I'm not that dense when it comes to realizing I have romantic feelings towards someone just because it happened the last few times. Okay, and the few times before those last times doesn't mean that I'm bad at realizing I have a crush. Okay, fine, you're right. I'm a bit bad at picking up on my own emotions, but when it comes to how I feel about you, it's different. When it comes to you, you've always been so different. You're the exception to everything. When I'm thinking about you, it's like it's easier because I know you. I know who you are, and I know that you know who I am. And that makes everything so much clearer to me. It was easy. When I first started thinking about it, I liked when you look at me, especially when you're looking at me the way you are right now. You're looking at me so softly with those same eyes that I love so much, and it makes me feel warm. I want you to keep looking at me like that. I want you to only look at me like that, with so much love in your eyes. When I thought about you looking at someone else like that, it made me feel horrible, as if I were wilting. But when we spend time together, just us, and whatever we do, it is the best time I've ever had. I love every second we spend together, even if it's a shitty day. You always make everything just that much better. Whenever we're together, I feel like I'm my own person on my own. But it's so much better when I'm with you. You make it easier and more fun to be my own person because you make it easier to express who I am. And I adore that about you. And the way you used to be so close to me. I miss that. And I want us to have that again. When you would fall asleep on my shoulder, or when you would hold my hand just for the fun of it. You know, my heart would beat so much faster. But I never even realized because I was too busy being caught up in you. And how comfortable you were with me. And how comfortable I was with you. It was like you and I were the only people in the world whenever we so much as poked each other, so we could whisper stupid jokes back and forth. Being so close to you all the time was heaven, and I miss it. There's so many different things that I love about you that I can't believe it took me this long to realize. I feel like a fool because now that I can see this distance that is between you and I, that is keeping us from being more than just friends. I absolutely hate it. How can I hate something that I didn't even know was there until a couple weeks ago, but I do. I despise it and I hate it and I can't stand it anymore. I just want us to be more. I want to date you. I want to call you mine and to have you do the same. I want to be the one who you hold, who you sleep next to, who you kiss whenever you want. I want us to be at each other's side just like we've always been. But now I want us to say, I I love you because, well, I do. I love you with all of my heart, and that is not going to change anytime soon. Yeah, of course. I mean, I want to be a couple. That's all I want. Can we please, please be together in a romantic kind of way? That That's great. Shit. That is perfect. I can't even wait. Wait. Can I? Can I kiss you? We can kiss, right? Now I can kiss you since you and I are a couple. We can do all the stuff with each other. I mean, if you want to, but if you do want to, please, can I? Holy shit! That was our first kiss. Like that was the first time kissing one another. We actually kissed. Can can I can we do that again? Oh, oh shit. Oh, this feels amazing. You feel amazing. Your lips are perfect. I want more. Come, come, please. Sit on my lap. Oh, I want you closer to me. I need more of you. It's been so long. Oh, it's been so long since we've been this close. This is how close we should be. I hated it when you were so far from me. I never ever wanted to think. I never wanted you to think that I don't want you right next to me because that is where you and I belong. Together. Please never think otherwise. I always want you with me. I want you. I want you all the time. I love you so much and I can't stand being without you. I love you. I love you so much and I will never stop loving you. This feels right, doesn't it? Us being together like this? We should have realized it sooner, huh? No, we can start a movie in a minute, just let me hold you like this. Just for a bit longer. Please? Thank you. I love you. My, baby girl.